better than Kobe. LeBron is not better than Kobe. LeBron is not better than Kobe. Bill Russell is overrated. Russell Westbrook is overrated. Anybody with the name Russell. Let's do it. Let's go. James Harden sucks. Let's get into it. Welcome to another edition of the Club Conversation. I am your co-host, Ashton James Hughes, here with my lovely co-host, Earl Josiah McCarthy, aka EJ. Talk to him. You know what it is, man. You already know what it is, man. And this week, we're not out here at this birthday party, man. We out here at this Mother Day party, man. We out here at this Mother Day party, man.
Mother Day party. And my birthday was on Monday.
It was his birthday. Happy birthday to him. And,
thanks, man.
You know,
I am 26.
It is what it is, what it ain't.
And what it was, what it wasn't.
And what it is, it will always be it. So let's get into it, man. You know
all right,
what it
man.
is.
You know what we're talking about today? We are talking about Kyle Lowry opting out of his contract for NBA news. Obviously, talk about some playoffs. Talk about a little bit of Jay Cutler action, because I know you're a Bears guy. Talk a little about Draymond Green's comments on Kelly Olynyk. And we're going to talk about, like I said, NBA playoffs, man, and maybe bring up some other stuff that we've been thinking about. So let's get it cracking. So, for those who do not know, Kyle Lowry is officially a free agent. He opted out of his contract with the Raptors. And I just want to talk about some possible landing spots for young Kyle. He said he was interested to go to the West. But here are my picks right now. So I got San Antonio. You know, they got an old Tony Parker over there. And they really need a PG to get the whole Kawhi and LaMarcus Aldridge thing running. Every other spot for them is pretty solid, though. I got New Orleans. I got the Pelicans. Their starting point guard right now, Jrue Holiday, is also going to be a free agent. So it wouldn't be a bad idea to sign him. He had great stats last year. But Kyle Lowry is the better player. Filling that void, you have AD. You got DeMarcus Cousins. And then maybe make some other free agency moves or some picks in the draft. And then back to the Raptors, obviously. And then I put the Knicks, but, you know, no one's trying to go to New York, so I don't see him going there. What do you think?
Did you say the Pelicans?
Yeah.
All right, that's a done deal. Go to New Orleans, bro. You now have two of the best big men in the league. You're in the West like you want to be. You're in a new city. You're the head guy. You're upgrade from Jrue Holiday. Now you got you and AD for defense. All three of you for offense. Go down there. Same time, you know, you could go to the Spurs, but I don't like that. Now that's just Kevin Durant on LeBron on a lower scale.
Much lower scale.
You're saying Chris Paul to the Spurs. I just don't like none of that. Like, we know the Spurs can't compete with the Warriors. Leave that alone. Nah. I heard Sixers. That'd be interesting to see you go back to Philadelphia. It's where you play college ball. I think that's where you're from. You got you and Joel Embiid.
He went to Nova, right?
Yeah. Ben Simmons. You're going to have whoever their top pick is, presumably Malik Monk or whoever it may
Tatum.
be.
Jason Tatum.
It's not going to be Jason Tatum.
Yes, it is.
They already have so many bigs. It's not going to be no Jason
He's
Tatum.
not a big, though. He's a 3.
He's 6'8".
He's a 3, bro. He's listed as a small forward.
They're not going to...
Bro, that'd be nice, though.
At the end of the
Doesn't
day...
he need a 4?
Stop talking while
Oh,
I'm
got
talking.
Serge. Sorry.
Stop talking while I'm talking.
Okay, Joe Budden.
Anyways, I feel like the whole league, nobody should go anywhere. Unless you're all going to put one super team together that's better than the Cavs and Warriors. What's the point of going somewhere else? You're not beating KD, Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond. 3, potentially 4 Hall of Famers. 2 first ballot already, in my opinion. You're not beating LeBron and company. The Cleveland LeBrons, you're not beating them. Sorry. LeBron and Kyrie are already too much for one team. So, I mean, unless you're all about to go to the Spurs, or everyone's going to go to, like, the Rockets or something, or the Heat, and just combine to beat either the Warriors or the... Shut up. No.
Just get that money. Just get that money, you think? Just get the money on the plate, on the contract?
Even going to the Spurs, LaMarcus is good. He just beat the Rockets single-handedly, like this last game. Not single-handedly.
We'll talk about that.
Spurs are a group effort. But name one big man on the Rockets. Clint Capella. Now name another. Ryan Anderson. Name another.
Nene, who's old as hell.
Yeah, okay, so we got one old dude, one dude that doesn't play defense, and a bum. Okay, yeah. I'm LaMarcus Aldridge, a year removed from averaging 26 and 14. All right, yeah, I can eat them up. Let's see you eat up Draymond. KD's not the defender Draymond is. Let me see you eat up KD. I don't even think you can eat up JaVale at this point.
Probably
so,
not.
I'm not impressed by you. So it's still the Kawhi Leonard show. Patty Mills is still just Patty Mills. The Spurs are a good team. Kyle Lowry's not going to elevate them to the Warriors. Chris Paul's not going to elevate them to the Warriors. No, everyone stay put.
So, not even stay put, just chase that money at this point. Mike Conley?
Hey, chase that
Mike
Conley
was like,
money.
boy.
Chase that Mike Conley money, boy.
Hey, talk about. I got Kyle stats when we.
And keep in mind, Kyle, DeMar DeRozan could have went anywhere. He could have went back to the Lakers if he wanted to, his hometown, which he said he wanted to play for. He signed literally hours within free agency back to the Raptors. Stay loyal. Why don't you go ahead and do the same? The team that made you a star. You were just a role player before this. You're a star now.
True.
Be loyal, bro. Sit down. Be humble.
All right, so I got Kyle Lowry stats, all right? Pretty solid year from him. 22 points per game, 4.8 boards, 7 assists, 46% from the field, which is pretty solid. 41 from beyond the arc, 82% from the free throw. But the only thing that is bad about Kyle Lowry is, one, his performance in the playoffs. He's known not to be good. I'm not sure if you guys are watching that Cleveland series. He did get hurt, but the boy's basically a non-factor all playoffs. And Simon wants to come in and ruin the video. So thanks, Simon. Means a lot. Recording the podcast means a lot.
You trying to go drink?
No. What? Oh, man. Let's call it hype, I guess. You drink your drink? Head ass.
Let it be known I've never drank in my life or smoked. Stay sober 2017.
He's back.
I'm not.
He really hasn't, though. I'm editing this.
I put that on Mom, Dad, God.
Oh, I thought he was right.
Keep him in there, though. That's hella funny.
All right. That means a lot. I'll cut it right there.
Means a lot.
Okay. So like I said, Kyle Lowry stats: 22 points, 4.8 boards, 7 assists, 46% from the field, 41 from three, 82% from free throw. But the two bad things that he has a bad track record of is, one, his performance in playoffs. Not sure if you guys watch playoffs, not even against the Cavs, but the series before that in the Bucks. This boy's practically a non-factor. It's kind of scary. Him and DeMar, at least DeMar be showing up all regular season. And he showed up, he wasn't gone every game like Kyle Lowry was in the playoffs. But, and the second one's injuries, man. So, out of your starting point guard, you're just going to put your butt all up in the camera and then jump over the couch during the podcast. And then Steve going to come up in here. Now I got to edit this all out and everyone's making my job harder. Hey, Steve, come over here. Fill in for EJ real quick. All right, y'all. So this is Steve.
Yo, what's up?
The mic's right here, by the way.
Hi.
So that's Steve.
What's good?
People gonna come.
Ask me what I just did.
What you just do, EJ?
You saw I disappeared?
Yes.
I'm Kyle Lowry in the playoffs. I'm back now.
Okay. I was gone for a minute, but I'm back now. Check out that new Logic album. Actually, I didn't think it was that good. I think it's like 5 out of 10. That's coming from a Logic fan. Anyway.
I feel like I should go out again.
Okay. Averages. So, you normally want your starting point guard to play how many games? You paying $1 million. How many games do you play a season?
At least play in the 70s at
In the
least.
70s. All right. Well, out of 12 seasons, Kyle Lowry only has 6 seasons where he plays 70-plus games.
Out of 12?
Out of 12 seasons, he's only had 6 games to where he's played 70-plus games. Now, let me compare him to other point guards that are, like, just as good as him. One of them's better. And one you could definitely argue might be the same level, and one is worse. So, one that might be the same level, but might be worse, Mike Conley, man. Out of 10 seasons, he has played 7 70-plus game seasons.
Mike Conley's he's an Iron Man.
Next, John Wall. Out of 7 seasons, he's played 5 70-plus games. And then we got Drew Holiday. Out of 8 seasons, played 5 as well, 70-plus games. I'm just saying. And John Wall apparently likes to show up during playoffs, except for the series going on right now. He's been looking like just last game though. Last game was looking pretty rough. But
I don't even want to.
Yeah, man, that's the Kyle Lowry story.
All right, since we're on the topic of playoffs,
Go
let me
ahead,
just.
bro.
let
We going
me-
in? You want to go into the
my
playoffs?
gosh, bro.
You want to go into the playoffs?
I'm about to go in on the playoffs.
All right, bro. We about to get it cracking.
The NBA has for sure 2 major problems. I can't think of a third besides. Okay, first of all, this is a huge problem for the NBA. The 3-point line, which has revolutionized basketball, has made the NBA worse than it ever has been competitively. How many primetime games have you seen that were blowouts
Too
this
many.
season?
Bruh, the one that happened today. The Houston and Spurs game, y'all. So we're watching this.
How
Bruh,
how many playoff games have you seen this year that were blowouts?
Too many.
And how many games
If I had to give percentage, I'm going to say 70%.
and out of every game that a team gets blown out, it's because one team got hot for 3, and that's a wrap. Avery Bradley led the Celtics last night. Okay. They started the game like 4 or 5 from 3 in the first quarter with like 4 turnovers from the Wizards. That game was a wrap from there. The Rockets Spurs, that whole series besides game 5, whoever got hot from 3, wrap it up. Clippers Jazz, hot from 3, wrap it up. The Warriors, anytime they play anybody, wrap that up. Cleveland didn't even dominate. Well, they dominated the Raptors. But here's the thing. The Raptors couldn't make a 3. The Cavaliers couldn't miss a 3. It's a different, like, the Raptors are a 2-point shooting team. Mathematically, they can't keep up with the Cavs. It's just not going to happen when you got Channing Frye shooting 49% from 3. LeBron shot 52% from 3. It's not happening. Second of all, the NBA has a lot of really good teams, 2 great teams, and a lot of below average teams.
How about in real quick? Just a quick update on the blowout situation. Spurs ended up winning that game 114-75. EJ, that's 39 points. That's 39 points. Let me say it again. That's 39 points in a playoff game with one of the biggest rivalries in basketball, the 2 Texas teams. Houston lost by 39 at home. At home. Their star player, James Harden, who was, or is still, my favorite to win MVP, was, oh my God, he had 10 points and went 18% from the field.
You're not winning.
I know he's not. It's Russell. This boy went 18% from the field. I'm trying to see how many total threes the team made. Let's go. Let's see. So, hey, this is a counter argument for you, though, right here. They only made 5 threes, 5 of 22.
How much did the Rockets make?
Oh, they probably took 80 million. The Rockets took 13. They made 13 and took 40.
All right.
They took 40. I know they lead the league and they average like 35 a game.
This is what people don't understand, and I learned this the hard way through 2K. When you shoot 43 shots in a game is a lot of shots for a team, especially if you're shooting just 2s alone. When you shoot a lot of 3s, when you miss, they're like turnovers because they're long rebounds, which makes it easier to get out in transition. So if you're taking that many 3s, the Spurs were also probably, look at, it probably won't tell you, but if you could look up their transition points, it's probably a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Second of all, if you're shooting that many 3s, you're either settling for bad shots because of the defense, or you're taking a lot of early shot clock shots, which is equivalent to a turnover because it's such a quick possession. So I can understand why, although the Spurs didn't make a lot, it explains why the Rockets also lost by so much. What is that, like 20% from 3?
Rockets?
13 out of 43? What is that, like 22%?
32.5.
32%?
32, which isn't a horrible team average. But yeah, if you take 40, you got to make more than 32%
My
of them.
goodness.
But
Goodness gracious.
let me say my gripe on the NBA, man. Here's a true issue right here, all right? And I think it all started. I mean, LeBron, I messaged you, man. But ever since my boy was like, let's make this stacked team in Miami. And I know it's happened before in the past. You got the Showtime Lakers. Like, people give LeBron a ton of flack for winning with Miami and stacking up that team and then going to Cleveland and stacking up that team eventually. But Showtime Lakers had 4 Hall of Famers on the same team, 3 Hall of Famers, Kareem, Magic, Worthy, Worthy was on that squad, right?
Yeah.
And then I feel like there's one more person that had glasses.
Kurt Rambis?
No. Was Kurt Rambis on that
Kareem
team?
was on that team.
I know Kareem was. I feel like there's somebody
Byron
else. Right?
Scott was on that team.
So, I mean, 3 Hall of Famers on that team. The best scorer of all time. And that's what I want to get back to, man. You would think, obviously, 3 points equals more than 2, right? But the leading player of all time in points is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who never took threes. He was the skyhook god, the creator. Another guy, Michael Jordan. What is he? 4th? 2nd? He's 2nd. 2nd.
No.
No?
He's 4th now.
He's 4th? Okay, that's what I thought. He's 4th on that bid. And if you know Jordan, which I'm hoping some of you do, but a lot of people don't, he wasn't really a 3-point shooter. He could knock him down if he was open or if he was hot. But, I mean, he wasn't pulling up like Steph. He wasn't pulling up like LeBron does now. Even LeBron, early in his career, LeBron pretty much still isn't known to make his threes. Like, he's been knocking them down late this year, but throughout his whole career, maybe up until, honestly, he got back onto the Cavs, his 3 was never like, if he shot it wide open, it wasn't like, oh, that's wet. It was just like, oh, he might miss that, or oh, he will miss that. So it's kind of crazy how that transition from everyone has to have a jumper, because just in a few short years, we've had big men dominate like Marc Gasol and then Powell that would pound in the paint and also give you the midi. And then fast forward 5 years, and 7-1 guys like Brook Lopez and Joel Embiid, DeMarcus Cousins, big strong dudes that just bang around the paint, are stepping back and hitting threes. Like, it's cool and all, but like, it kind of sucks because, I mean, we don't get to see what Shaq was doing anymore. Like, we get to see the Zach LaVine run and get the dunk, but we don't get to see the offensive board, miss a layup, offensive board again, just bang that thing down. So that's why the NBA is like slowly becoming softer. And we're gonna talk about more changes in the NBA this summer. My boy Scotty, if you're peeping this, we will be having a conversation with him this summer. Stay tuned for that. Should be pretty soon because we're almost done here in college. But yeah, so basically the playoffs, I'm sure y'all knew before this season. We knew before the season. I mean, it's basically just kind of like we just waiting for the finals at this point. And at this point, it looks like Golden State about to give the Cavs a cool little 5-game and get it a ring real quick, in my opinion. They're going to take it in 5, maybe even 6. See what happens, man. Kind of sucks. We're going to get this. I would say if you're an NBA fan, expect this for at the least 3 years. That's at the least, though. Because I don't know where it's going. KD's been talking. They've been talking about him and Russ being cool again. So he might go back to OKC. I doubt it. He's probably gonna be a Warrior again. Go ahead. Say your piece.
Think about this.
Go ahead.
In the first round of the Eastern Conference alone, there are 22 total playoff games.
Yes.
10 of those games were blowouts, and every single one featured a team that shot better from 3. I'm not even counting the games that were close, there's probably 6 other games that were close games, and the team that won still shot better from 3. Just digest that.
Did they shoot better as in efficiency, or they made
Field goal percentage.
Better 3-point field goal percentage?
Yes. And almost every single one is like 40-45% as a team.
45% as a team?
Yeah. That was probably the average.
45?
I didn't even get to
That's
the Western
crazy.
Conference, which has the better shooting team.
I don't want to see the Western Conference because I don't want to see the Rockets, and I really don't want to see San Antonio, honestly. Oh, my bad. And I really don't want to see GS Dubs 3 because you already know what they be doing. This basically tells you what the NBA is at this point. Portland, not a horrible team. Sweet. Utah, very solid team in the West. Match up with the Warriors almost pretty much as close as you can get.
Hold on.
Sweat. Go ahead, bro.
The NBA
Go
also
ahead, bro.
has a
Go
problem
ahead,
with
bro.
teams that are directionless. Like Portland can probably keep making the playoffs. They're not going up or down though. They have no direction. The Grizzlies, the last couple years, they just in the playoffs, but they're not. They're just going up. The Clippers have no direction.
0.
If anything, they're about to start going backwards.
Yeah, it's rebuild time, I think.
The Hawks have no direction. The Pacers have no direction. The Bulls have no direction. The Raptors now have no direction. So in the Eastern Conference right now, the only teams that have a direction is the Wizards, the Cavs,
Celtics.
and the
Celtics.
Celtics.
Just
I
because they
mean,
got those
yeah.
picks. Because they have those picks.
I mean, the Celtics are going to be good for a long time. Besides that, like, the Heat don't really have a direction. The Pelicans, I mean, they're supposed to have a direction, but we'll see
With
next
the
year.
Warriors and the Cavs in the league, there's no direction.
Thunder don't have a direction. The Rockets kind of are trending upward. The Spurs are still the Spurs. They're always going to be in that upper echelon. And the Jazz, they're moving forward. And credit to the Milwaukee Bucks, they're actually pushing forward. So they're going somewhere. Other than that, most people are either headed down, staying where they are, but nobody really is elevating themselves. Even with the Bucks, as good as the Bucks are, as long and defensive as they are, can they win with no outside shooting?
No.
I mean, Giannis and Jabari is a great 1-2. Giannis, but
Sorry, it's a pet peeve of mine.
can we see them winning an NBA championship with?
No, but I do love that duo so very
I love
much.
that duo. I love
do
that
so
team.
much.
I love the Bucks. I
love
really like
Jabari
the
Parker
Bucks.
and everything he has to offer.
Malcolm Brogdon, I watch you at
Ooh,
Virginia,
Malcolm
buddy.
Brogdon.
I'm happy you're about to be Rookie of the Year. Shout out to Tony Snell, my dude, when he was on the Bulls. Thon Maker, I like the Bucks.
I wish not. Y'all need to watch out for Thon though.
Even the Jazz, they may be nice now if
George Hill getting up there in age.
if
like
old boy,
33 or
yeah,
34.
Joe Johnson is getting up there in age. George Hill's getting up there in age. Rudy Gobert is All NBA third team and will never be anything better than that.
Yeah.
And old boy might be leaving. Don't think Gordon Hayward won't skip town.
G Money?
Gordon Hayward will skip town. He already did it once.
You think G Money about to leave?
He already did it once.
Who do you get?
He signed to the Bobcats. Remember, and then Utah. He was a restricted free agent, so Utah matched the offer sheet and he re-signed with Utah.
Oh,
but
really?
he already left once.
What would he been on Kemba's team?
Yes.
Matt, ooh, Kemba. Would they have? I don't really care.
They
about
wouldn't have
MKG.
Batum. Because they wouldn't have needed us.
Yeah, what? They don't need him.
It
They would have got
nice,
somebody
though.
else. They would have got
Yeah.
instead of Jeremy Lamb, they'd probably get a better too. That'd been dope. Anyway, he's on Utah. They're doing well. So
Go to Boston.
honestly, is he a free? He's not a free agent, is he?
He is.
Oh, Boston.
So we need KD who skipped
Yo.
town. KD would. The other problem with the NBA besides KD going to the Warriors, he could have fixed the entire NBA in one fellow swoop. Stay in Oklahoma. Now you got the Rockets can still beat the Warriors, even though the Warriors were still 73-9. They
No,
would've-
yeah, of course.
They would have stayed
Well, no,
intact.
because never mind.
They would have stayed intact, but the
Yeah, they
Rockets
would've.
this year still could have tested them. The Clippers wouldn't beat them. Fucking test them. Be a little bit competitive. You still got the Thunder coming back, who just was whooping their ass. You got
went
the
down to
Spurs,
3-1.
and you got the Jazz, who just beat the Rockets. So that's 5 teams right there, out of 6 that
They
can
beat the
compete.
Rockets.
Or they just beat the Clippers. Then if he had went to Boston, that's a wrap, right?
Man.
The team that's already going to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Sadly,
Now we got LeBron versus KD. LeBron doesn't get that easy walk to the playoffs.
not at all.
Maybe they would have had to go through the
They
Wizards.
got IT versus Kyrie. That'd been so
Yeah,
much
the
fun.
way the league would have set up, maybe they would have had to go through the Wizards in the
Miranda,
playoffs. And so, the Warriors wouldn't go through the NBA playoffs unscathed like they are now.
They're undefeated.
So I feel
Cavs
like
are
KD,
undefeated.
if he went to Oklahoma City or went to Boston, the NBA would be better right now as a whole. And if the Knicks and Sixers could get better, the NBA will also be better. And shout out to the Kings, they gonna come
Oh
up.
man, I hope.
They gonna come up.
I hope.
Believe that.
I don't know when.
Like a true story.
We got a long ass time.
I give it 3-4 years.
3-4 years.
I give it 3-4 years.
Who we got to build around?
They have 2 first-round picks in the top 10. You give me De'Aaron or Dennis Smith. We
I
got
want
that
Dennis-
point
I
guard
want Dennis.
situation.
Dude,
Willie
I don't-
Cauley-Stein,
yo,
stand your ass and
I don't want Collins, dude.
who?
I don't want Zach Collins.
I don't want Zach Collins either.
Dude, he's on the mocks and I'm scared.
Willie Cauley-Stein, stand in the paint, block shots.
Yeah,
Let
hey, you picked it
Scal-
up. Scal picked it
Let
up.
Scal pick up the
Hey,
offense.
get Malachi back on the roster, bro.
Get Malachi, get buckets. Buddy Hield, get buckets.
Look,
Let De'Aaron or
Look.
Dennis Smith do whatever what De'Aaron and Dennis Smith want when they
Look.
get to the team.
I think De'Aaron will go too early, honestly, after that.
I feel like
tournament
De'Aaron.
performance.
No.
I don't know, man. Mock
There's
have
a
him going
guaranteed
4. I got
top
him at least
3.
going top 5, though.
Okay, but if the Kings get a top 5 pick, they're getting De'Aaron
Yo, if we
or
get
Jason.
blessed with a top 5 and we walk out there with Jay Tate,
They're
dude, I'm buying the
projected to
jersey
get a top 5.
immediately. Nah,
It's 5 and 7. They keep
6-7.
getting projected 5 and 7.
Hey, if we get Jason Tatum, best believe I'm buying that jersey immediately.
Well, anyways, like I said, the top three set: Markel, Alonzo, Josh Jackson. So at that point, if the Kings could get lucky finally and land at 5, like they did with Willie, we're guaranteed De'Aaron or Jason.
I'd rather have Jason.
I'd rather have
But
De'Aaron.
at the same time, we do need a
No,
one, so I'm not mad.
Me
if we get a
personally, if
one.
I was starting a team, I would rather have Jason. But for the Kings
what
who
I'm
need a
saying.
point guard,
But,
I'd rather
like my idea would be like get Jay Tate, let's get Rudy Gay while he's
actually
still a
get
viable.
Jay Tate and go get you some De'Aaron Smith.
Dennis Smith.
Dennis Smith.
That's what.
Why-
Yeah, exactly. You're good.
Ah.
You're good. So, and then like this, is what we do. I say we ship Rudy out while he still has
Oh yeah,
value.
get Bron
While
outta
he's still
there.
while he's still like 2 more years, maybe we can drop
They
18.
should have sent him with the Pelicans.
Dude, I don't know. Like, well, no, he was hurt, so we couldn't get rid of him.
Hey, you right.
But
you right.
yeah, man, we gotta ship Rudy out because his 2 years of being in his, not even his prime, I would say like just being viable in this league, dropping 18 points. He plays like mediocre defense, but he does okay job on defense. Gets his 5 boards, his 2 assists. He still has a viable player. We can trade him, maybe get some second rounders out of him, maybe get a younger, not so good 3, get another 3. At this point, it's been full rebuild mode for a while, but now that D-Cuz is gone, it is literally full rebuild mode. We don't have a superstar. We don't even have really a captain at this point. Buddy Hield, Rudy Gay, Darren Carlson. So at this point, if you're a Kings fan,
the Kings need to pull like the Mavericks with Jason Kidd. They need to go out and get him a veteran presence that can still play, but is a lot of help in the locker room, like the Jazz did with Joe Johnson. Paid dividends.
yeah, and Joe Johnson started putting in work all of a sudden.
The Warriors started bringing in Barbosa.
Matt Barnes, I guess, but that was more
No.
like a KD
I'm talking about
replacement.
before they took off.
Oh yeah, Leandro. They had
They
Leandro
brought in
on the squad.
Barbosa, some veteran leadership. We got Sean Livingston, some veteran
Who
leadership.
puts in work.
He puts in work.
Hey, let's just sign Vince.
Bogut,
I'm playing. Let's not get
veteran leadership.
Bogut. Let's get Dirk.
No, I'm saying no, hell no.
Nah, I don't feel like Bogut would.
I don't want to see Dirk in any jersey that's not
I'm kidding.
Dallas.
If he ever went away, dude, I'd hate him. I mess with Dirk too.
Same thing like Steve Nash. He did the whole Dallas thing. I never want to see Steve Nash in anything but a Suns jersey now.
Yeah, honestly. When
if
he was at Lakers, I was like, dude, that's so corny.
Yeah. With Kobe,
He wanted to
I
ring so
never-
bad.
ever. I don't even let people, when we play 2K, if you're not the Lakers,
Go and get Kobe.
you're
That's
not
weird.
using Kobe.
It's weird.
It's not happening.
It's weird.
I can see LeBron on any team because, you
We
like to
shipping
run
him
around
out.
and flip-flop.
Yeah, ever since he
Uh,
left, yeah. KD now.
I never thought I'd see KD off that guy.
Same,
off that
honestly.
team. I never want to see Tim Duncan not in the Spurs uniform.
Yeah, that's weird too.
If you ever, I never ever want to see Michael Jordan in the Wizards jersey ever again.
Ever.
If he's
You know
not
what's weird?
2-3,
I don't like seeing Vince without a Raptors or net.
Oh no, not
Like
at all.
he's been doing it for a while.
I'd rather see him in the
Suns,
Nets
Mavs.
than the Raptors for some reason. I don't. It's
Is it
just
the
me
headband?
personally.
The headband?
I don't know what it is, and
That's
I
when they had
don't.
the headband
I
and
don't
the
like
long
seeing
socks.
McGrady in the Rockets jersey. I'd rather see him on the Magic.
Word?
Yeah,
I'm
and
more of a T-Mac Rockets guy.
I'm more of a T-Mac. Literally in order.
Grant Hill Magic though for me.
Grant Hill Pistons.
Oh,
What do you-
Pistons. I was gonna say Pistons.
Hey, if
second
him
band.
and
For me,
McGrady
Magic,
had
though.
been healthy and just,
Yeah, that's more.
But at the end of the day,
we'll
if
talk
I
about
had
what
to have
ifs in
McGrady,
summer.
let me see you in a Magic uniform, then a Raptors, then we can go Rockets.
Damn, Rockets on the last.
Yeah, don't make me put him on the Grizzlies and Pistons above that.
And the Knicks. You remember the Knicks? I forgot about the Knicks. He was on the Spurs too.
He was ring chasing at that point.
Yeah, he was like, bro,
I have
before
a
I get out of
theory
here, let me get a
that
ring.
because he couldn't win, Ray Allen, and this is not literally, this is just hyperbole, I'm just talking, this is a theory. Ray Allen only hit that shot and the Heat only came back and beat them because, what's his name, Tracy McGrady cursed the Spurs with a non-winning tradition, especially not winning in big games. He's never won a Game 7, so, he was on that bench and kind of cursed them. Because they came back the next year and whooped out. So, yeah.
Are you
I'm
want to
just
stay on
talking-
basketball or you want to talk about Jay Cutler a little bit? Because I don't care too much
I
about
don't
the
care
Jay Cutler.
about Jay Cutler's career.
Okay, well, Jay Cutler
He's gonna
retired.
be-
I'm just going to go over real quick. Jay Cutler retired, joined Fox. He's going to be broadcasting. That's it.
Jay
I don't
Cutler
really care
will
too
still
much
find a
about it.
way to throw games away for the Bears and throw interceptions while on the sideline. Shout out to Tony Romo. You also will do the same thing.
That'd be crazy if Jay Cutler was like, oh, great pass by Mitch Trubisky. Oh, pick. Wouldn't that commentator's curse?
That'd
be
his
crazy.
first game is gonna be a Bears preseason game.
Jay Cutler's?
Yeah,
That's funny.
they announced that. So,
Oh, he replaced Joe Buck, who's
Jay
now
Cutler
or not
can
Joe
now
Buck,
watch
I'm wild.
Mike
John
Glennon,
Lynch.
who was not better than him, or we could watch
Mitchell Trubisky.
Rick Reed, who's never going to be that good. And I said it on record.
Let's talk about
I'm
Draymond.
kidding, I take that back. Mitchell Trubisky might.
All right, so recently, the Battle of the Kellys happened. Battle of the Kellys, Kelly Olynyk decided to get an illegal screen.
They should have made it a triple
Kelly
threat
Oubre.
match between Kelly Oubre, Kelly Olynyk, and Kelly from WWE. who is
Kelly,
bad.
is she still in the?
I don't know. I don't watch it anymore.
Shout out to WWE, the Divas section. Is that what it's called? Divas, right? The girls?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Draymond Green, I got the exact quote here. He was talking that head about Kelly Olynyk. He said, quote, he's dirty, a dirty player. I don't respect guys like that. What'd you say?
Nothing.
I know he's not the greatest b-ball player of all time, so maybe he feel like he got to do that. But you don't have to do that. Sounds so white the way I'm reading it. But you don't have to do that. Just dirty. I don't respect that man. He's dirty. This is coming.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Hey, but to back him up though, he is the one that dislocated K-Love's shoulder though.
I don't care. That it's not like he did that intentionally. He may or may not have.
He did. You don't pull his arm. But
I don't think so. I don't care if he did or didn't. Even if he did, if you're Kelly Olynyk, you think you're really that strong to just pull his arm right out of socket? Like,
it's not that hard to do it, dude.
it's really not that hard. But I don't think
The fact is, if we're being honest, Kevin Love's kind of soft for needing surgery.
I think
Like he needed surgery after dislocated his shoulder. Meanwhile,
I think
Kobe
Kelly
popping
Olynyk
him back
meant
in.
to pull his arm and meant to do a dirty play to not let him get the rebound.
but then
I don't think
him.
he
Yeah.
meant to dislocate his shoulder.
Yeah.
At the same time, I love Draymond.
I hate Draymond.
I love Draymond's
I
attitude.
hate Draymond Green.
I love watching Draymond play. I love the
hate Draymond Green.
competitiveness. I love the energy. I
I
love the
hate
emotion.
Draymond Green.
I love everything about it.
I hate Draymond Green.
But when you kick people in the balls, when you're flailing your arms, kicking
He
people
do it
in
3
the
times.
head,
3 times, right?
bro, when you talk that much trash, you're never going to get the benefit of the doubt in this situation. You are not allowed to say that about somebody else. Dennis Rodman would not allow to say that about Rick Mahorn, and Bill Laimbeer can't say that about anybody else.
Hell no.
You type of players are not
Kevin McHale.
allowed to talk about somebody else like that. Early Ron Artest could not say nothing about that to nobody.
Giving elbows.
It just doesn't make sense. You can't say it. If Curry had said it, okay. Curry don't do nothing dirty. You're perceived as a dirty player yourself. We don't want to hear that from you. Nobody want to hear that.
I agree, Draymond. Look, Draymond, I know you said it on your podcast.
He's
You
a
said it on
Warrior
podcast.
hater. Let it be known.
Let it be known. I'm gonna spit that. Shout out to all my Warrior haters. Shout out to my Warrior lovers. So I'm a Warrior. I've actually been hating him less. I'm more of a Cavs hater now though. But look,
I'm an
Draymond,
NBA hater.
start off things. I hate you. Look, this is how we gonna break it down. Kelly Olynyk, we calling him dirty player. Maybe he might be dirty. Coming from you, he seems like a pretty light player because you're one of the dirtiest players in the league as of late. We got Meta World Peace who've been sitting in LA for no apparent reason. They paying this man money for no reason. He does nothing for that team, nothing for the NBA, nothing for that franchise. And we got people like Draymond out here kicking dudes, trying to tell Kelly that he's a dirty player. Boy, you just kicked your boy Steven Adams in the ball. Boy, if you don't stop with that attitude. Boy, if you don't, Draymond, you need to stop. You need to stop. That's like LeBron going to KD and saying, "Hey, bro, you unloyal, man. You chasing rings out here." Boy, if you don't get your hypocritical body A word out this thing. So don't be a hypocrite, Draymond. And then they asked him, but Draymond, you kick. He said last time, this is exactly what not exactly what he said, but he said something along the lines. He's like, I don't kick anyone because last time I checked, you kick people with your foot, not your shin. That's what he said. He tried to justify him kicking by his shin and not his foot. Draymond, if you don't get your excuses,
let me cut you off here.
You don't get your excuses up out of here.
Next topic. I don't ever. No. After hearing that quote, no.
He said that.
Next topic.
Next topic. What's the next topic?
I don't want to hear that.
What you want to talk about then? You want to talk about the NBA's flaws? Because I thought we were going in a pretty good direction with that.
I want to continue talking about that in the summer.
Okay.
Once we're done with the NBA.
We're like 40 minutes in.
Well.
Guys, so hopefully I'll have a radio show this fall. So tune in. KSJS 90.5 FM.
And I too will be working towards having a radio show this fall.
You want to close out you want to talk about anything else? Some baseball stuff maybe? Poor Mets. They suspended Matt Harvey for a game. It's
Yeah.
already over, but I was like, come on, bro. They
Hey,
didn't tell us why.
I'm gonna be honest. Like I said, I'm one of those baseball guys. I really do enjoy baseball. I love the sport. I don't. People say it's boring. I don't think it's
It
boring.
arguably has the best atmosphere at the stadium. Like, baseball is one of those games. It's just you can go and just be like, this is dope. Like, I'm at the
Have you ever
ballpark
been
cracking
to
a
an
bat.
NFL game?
No, actually.
I
You
went-
know what's crazy? I think the first like professional game I went to was the Pac-12 championship. Because I don't think I mean, besides like San Jose and Sac State, like college football, but other than
All right,
that-
let's talk about this quickly. We'll touch more on it summer because it sounds like a cool topic.
Scotty.
I'm gonna just run through this quick. For me personally, not even because I love football, because I think college football, for the better part, I think it's only because I've been to the Pac-12 championship, and
That was dope.
it was dope. But I feel like baseball has a better atmosphere. But maybe because like I feel like if I went to a let's say like because Stanford's close, if I went to a Stanford UCLA game, I feel like that atmosphere has more weight than the Pac-12 championship, only because the Pac-12 championship is newer, so it doesn't have that feel like
And
the
the
Rose Bowl.
competition level wasn't Stanford UCLA.
Yeah,
They
like
have the
it
history
didn't
behind
feel
it.
like the Rose Bowl or like Oklahoma versus Texas.
Mhm.
So I feel like one of those games probably has the greatest atmosphere because I love college
a
football,
bowl
my favorite
game,
sport.
a big bowl game.
Yeah, or like a good rivalry game like LSU Alabama. NBA has questionable like with the Kings. Like I've only been to Kings game. The atmosphere hasn't always been the best to me.
I mean, it's also 82 games a season.
But with me, like I've been to A's games, I've been to Giants game, and they've been good in the last decade. So I've always been able to enjoy
yeah.
a good atmosphere for baseball, even with the River Cats. Last year I went to a River Cat game, saw Matt Cain pinch. He went through 6 scoreless innings and had a perfect game through that. No hitter, but it wasn't a perfect game. Anyways, it was a great atmosphere for a AAA team.
Yeah, River Cats games are tons of fun. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I've never been to a hockey game. I've heard those are a lot of fun.
I've been to two.
I
mess
should
with
get
hockey
to a
games.
Sharks game. It's right up the street.
My first game was Ducks game. Shout out Mitchell. Took me.
So you feel me? Like even college baseball, no good atmosphere. College basketball probably has a dope atmosphere though.
I know, we just don't go to a school for it. Hey, if
Yeah.
you go to UNR, let me know because I know all y'all go to UNR. So because their team was solid this year and they got a nice ass
Hey, if
stadium.
Gonzaga goes and plays at Santa Clara next year, do you want to go? We should go up there.
Yo,
Oh, but
dude.
Nigel's not gonna be there.
Doesn't matter.
Jordan Matthews not gonna be
We
there.
got forward.
It'd be cool though.
You say Jordan Matthews?
Yeah,
Who the hell is Jordan Matthews?
he started for them.
Gonzaga?
He's the one that hit the game winner against West Virginia. That's one of Mac's best friends. Shout out Jordan.
Oh,
Matthews.
you're Jordan Matthews. Okay,
Shout
yeah,
out
yeah,
Jordan
yeah,
Matthews. He's on
yeah,
USC.
No, yeah, that boy got stroke.
So let's go.
Oh, you going to USC now?
Hmm?
You going to USC?
He went there last year.
Oh, I'm wildin' then.
Yeah, he
I'm
played a
super
lot
wildin'.
for a freshman. He played a lot, and he played really well. He helped lead that comeback against whoever they played in the first round, and he helped lead the comeback against my SMU squad.
No, I thought Max's homie was on UConn. Or not UConn. Wow, I'm wildin'. On Gonzaga.
Yeah, he has a little brother that's on.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. That's all I need to hear.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So best atmosphere, man. As far as I've been to, honestly, y'all ain't gonna expect this. Spring training games. I went to Arizona for a baseball tournament when I was 13, I think. Dude, spring training games are so dope. Like they don't like Mitchell. We were just sitting in the stands, and he knew, not so much me, like kind of. He knows Dusty Baker, who was the manager of the Reds that time. It was Reds Royals, I think. No, Reds Rangers. And Dusty was like, "Hey, you want to be the bat boy?" So he got the bat boy for the Rangers that night. He met like Nelson Cruz and stuff. It was dope. It's super chill. They don't care where you sit, dude. You can go right behind the plate. No one says anything. Go in the outfield, sit in the grass. It was dope. And then everyone there super chill. Food at baseball games, obviously always dope. Probably because I played baseball my whole life, so I kind of like feel the atmosphere of it. Excuse me. But that Pac-12 championship, man, I couldn't imagine if I went to one of those schools. Man, it would have been crazy. Because I remember being in high school and we were like in the playoffs and whatnot. That was dope. Let alone a Pac-12 championship game going to that school would be crazy. A freaking, oh my gosh, a March Madness game at your home school? That would be insane.
I would love. Oh my god.
World Series and your team's in it? Insane. Super Bowl and your team's in it? Insane. Finals game and your team's in it? Insane. I feel like that's kind of lower though because it's 7 games.
All right.
But
Quick question. Well, like I said, we'll elaborate more when we have more guys to talk about it during the summer. Super Bowl, World Series, Game 7, NBA Finals, Game 7, NHL, Game 7, college football or basketball or baseball national championship.
Oh man.
Best atmosphere out of the seven.
Man. Okay.
Not in order, just name the best out of all those.
Best. Dude. This is some sleeper picks. I feel like no one's gonna agree with me. But I'm gonna be honest, College World Series might be the last one. I've been to College World Series, I've seen the team win. It was cool. Probably because they didn't go to school. It was cool. Shout out Texas, they were in that
I feel like girls
series,
softball
but not
is
the
better
championship. Nah, you haven't watched college baseball. College baseball is crazy.
It's dope.
It's a ton of fun. It's not softball. Softball has
Softball is dope though. Don't sleep on softball.
not at all. Not at all. Shout out Carly playing
Hey,
for
I
UConn.
heard that NASCAR is actually really fun to go to. I wouldn't go
I'm
to it
good.
because I'm good. Off
Okay,
that.
so back to your question. I'm going college basketball and football, man. Easy. I couldn't
All right,
imagine
so
going to the Natty.
if somebody
for
laid
either
out
sport.
7 tickets with me, and I'm gonna put together the last.
I feel like I know.
I'm
what
gonna
you're
put
say.
together all of last year's games. If I had to choose between Villanova and Gonzaga, Alabama, Clemson, Falcons, Patriots, and I knew how the games would go, even if I didn't know how the games would go. Let's say if I had to go to the World Series and watch the who played in the World Series
Indians,
last year?
Cubs.
The Indians Cubs, Game 7. Warriors Cavs. I'd probably go Warriors Cavs, and then I would go college football national championship. But if I
was expecting
if
first
I had
there.
no knowledge and somebody
no
just
knowledge.
like you get one ticket to the
yeah,
to
yeah, that's
2017,
what I was going off of.
if they said you get one ticket to any 2017
Football,
national
college
championship,
football.
I'm going to the Super Bowl.
Oh, really? I was thinking that before you said that. I was thinking
That's
Super
the
Bowl.
greatest spectacle in sports.
Yeah,
It's
I
it's,
can't argue at all.
It's Game 7.
Yo, wait.
that
what?
one
Hey,
game.
You know what we sleeping on though?
Huh.
World Cup championship.
Ooh, before I asked that question, I was thinking about the World Cup, but I
World
forgot.
Cup?
The World Cup is dope, bro. Just watching it.
Yo,
Just
World
watching
Cup,
it,
dude.
I'll be stressed.
Imagine. Okay, this will never happen in our
Italy's my
lifetime.
squad, and so is France.
Shout out Arsenal.
Shout out Benzema.
If USA ever made the World Cup, bro, I'll become the biggest soccer fan ever.
They do
and then
make
right,
the World Cup. You talking
or
about
not the
final?
World Champion, yeah, final. But if they ever, I'd be the, bro. I would know everybody on the team, their middle names, their college, their high school, and their
I
middle school.
disappointingly,
And then right after that, I
I
forget.
actually predicted Germany to win the last national World Cup, and I
feel like people stay sleeping
do
on them, and
not
they're raw.
like Germany. My original pick, I didn't see the brackets, so I had Germany versus Brazil, and I didn't know they would meet each other, and then Germany thrashed him after Neymar got injured. I truly believe that Argentina could beat them, but I knew Germany was gonna
Hey,
win.
shout out Argentina.
Every
'cause Messi's
year,
not going back.
though, the one team I always have high hopes for, the Netherlands, they'll get to the Final Four and then just lose. I'm like, bro, can you just get to the finals and
I don't
win?
ever believe in them.
France always lets me down, and so does Italy. And like
France stay letting me
in the
down,
group of
dude.
16 or something,
France is supposed to
and
be
Italy,
nicer than a bit, and they're never nicer than a
man,
bit.
man, bro, they make me so mad. Like, bro, if y'all don't, boy, if you don't.
I feel like the day the World Cup dies, which will probably be never because it's been like the last 3,000
I mean, it's
billion
the
years
biggest-
and it hasn't died.
it's
but
the biggest
the day that it's
sport in
not
the
the
world.
same is when Brazil's trash and Spain's trash.
If Brazil,
Which will never
Spain,
happen.
bro, when Spain lost early in the last World Cup, I was hot.
Yeah, dude. Because
The World Cup's next year. You don't know how
He's
excited.
back.
And he's
That's
back.
crazy.
Round 2.
Wow, that's
This is
crazy.
where we're gonna wrap it up.
All right, Simon, how you gonna root it this time? Means a lot.
You guys want to go drink?
Wrap it up. I'm about
Thanks
to
for
go get
tuning
some
in.
water.
Thanks for water, because I'm thirsty. I'm.
About to
What's
go
the
get
word?
some water with my
Hey,
Starbucks
check
Valentine's
your
cup.
shoes. Your shoes.
Oh, before we get out of here. Hey, so you know what it is, man? The last couple times I had some phones on. I had some Adidas. We switched it up and threw the J's on my feet.
I have
So
Nike Air
get
Max
like me.
2015s or 16s.
So you feel me? I got the
15s. Shout out Preston.
I got the French Blue 4s. You feel me? I had these in my archives.
It's called
like
Columbia's, right?
Columbia's, French Blues. I see all types of names for it. I don't know. I like them. So you feel me? I used to
I
have
don't know.
I used to have the French Blue 7s, lost them in a game of 2K. I do that. I bet a lot. If you want to see me, catch me on Twitch, Smash Bros, 2K,
Twitch.
Madden, anything.
Shut
We're
up,
about to make a
dude.
Twitch account. Follow us.
We really should. That'd be a ton
Anyways,
of fun.
you feel me? I got these little things on me. And then you feel me? You just went with the polo. You know I got the polo Ralph. You know, shout out to Lauren Boy, Rizo, free him. So you know I just came out here stunning on y'all. You see the do-rag. I'm out here doing what I gotta do to get done. Starbucks cup with the pink thing. Pink, my favorite color. Don't judge me. Don't hate. Do you. Ball out. Yo, world. Anyways, we out of here.
All right, let me talk real quick. I want you to go ahead and like this video for the coonery that you just witnessed.
I just went insane.
Anyway, So I do actually want to talk about something. So lately we've been getting approached, not really approached, but a ton of our homies have been asking us that we should or not asking us, but they should have been like, yo, you guys should do a like a hip hop or just music channel, whether that's reacting. I know Sid told us, our friend Sid, Enrique told us that, Taylor Obrans told us that, and a few others as well. They're like, yo, you guys should just make another channel where you guys do, you know, whether it's music video reactions, listening sessions to albums, opinions on albums, opinions on certain aspects of the hip hop culture, R&B culture. So yeah, let us know in the comments. No one ever comments on our videos, so it's whatever. But let us know in the comments. Let us know in the DMs. Let us know in the text message. You feel me? Twitter's down there, and I would really be down to make a second channel about music. I know EJ would.
Oh wow, I would love to do it, and
It'd be a ton of fun.
already contacted a few people about it. So you know it'll be dope.
Hey Dom, if you watch to the end, I'm trying to get you on there, by the way.
Max, Xavier, I'm trying to get you Jovan, Milo. Y'all got some good insight. So you know we can have a roundtable discussion. It'd be really fun. But you know, happy
Gotta get
Mother's
better
Day
equipment,
to
though.
all those moms out there. You guys are really the rock to a
See
lot
this
of us.
weekend, Mom. Might have to get a train ticket though, because we ran into some issues.
You know what? I just found out my mom's gonna be in Cabo this weekend with my sister.
Really?
So I won't be seeing her, but happy Mother's Day to you, Mom. Love you. And happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. And shout out to LeBron's mom. I hope Delonte West visits her. I couldn't resist. I couldn't resist the Delonte West joke.
Oh my god, I was not expect. I thought you were gonna say she got a Lambo because Childish Gambino.
I got a Lambo like LeBron's mom.
I was not expecting the Delonte West.
All right, we out of here.
Man, we out of here, man.
Shut-
Clutch conversation. We out.